David, tell me your thoughts on the Tour de France coming to Yorkshire. What kind of an impact do you believe it will make?
Absolutely massive impact. The Tour de France coming to Yorkshire is the single biggest thing happening to this country in the next 2-3 years, at least. It's an extraordinary event. You're going to get nearly 2 million people out on the roads between here and London watching it. Over £100 million worth of revenue coming into the area. You just have to go into the Dales now and just see how many road signs there are saying camping here, come and watch here, cream teas here. It's extraordinary. And the legacy that will go on from that is massive. Not just in racing terms, and you've already got another big 3-day race coming to Yorkshire in the next couple of years, but just the legacy of getting people out and enjoying bikes and enjoying Yorkshire.
And what should we be looking out for as spectators?
Well, if you're a spectator on this year's Tour de France, the sprint finish is going to be the big one, especially the one in Harrogate. Mark Cavendish, mother comes from Harrogate, he desperately wants to win that, and he's capable of doing it. But other people want to upset the apple cart. We've got the two Germans, Greipel and Kittel, they really want to go for it, and a number of other sprinters, they'll all be going for it. At the side of the road, you can watch them climb butter tubs on that day. In Brinton Moor, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But the really important day, for the racers at least, is day 2. The run into Sheffield is much more difficult, and the stage itself is much more difficult. That could be the one where fireworks are.
And what are you looking forward to most about the Grand Départ in Yorkshire?
Well, the Grand Départ in Yorkshire for me is something quite new. For 10 years I worked on the Tour de France solid, and before that I'd been racing and a commentator in other sports as well. Essentially I'd been living out of a suitcase for the last 25 years, so I've got the opportunity for the first time to just roll up to the side of the road on my own bike and just be a spectator for the love of the sport. I'm really looking forward to it. But the big thing for me is, after the 2012 Olympics, the British public are now beginning to understand the culture, not just of bike racing, but of cycling in general. And there's so many more informed people out there you can talk about who appreciate the race coming. I think that's the first time we've seen that here. If the Tour de France came again in another 5 years, maybe even to Yorkshire, who knows, we'll be even more informed. We've really embraced it as a sport. And about time too, I think.